Let us start our topic, that is electrochemistry. On that basis, we have discussed what is electrolyte, non-electrolyte, and your electrolysis, etc. And some terms about the conductivity character of this electrolytic solution. I will discuss the term like conductance, specific conductance, equivalent conductance, and the relation between them. Today our matter of discussion is the conductance, specific conductance, equivalent conductance, and the relationship. So let's now consider, we always considering the conductivity character of an electrolytic solution can be compared with the conductivity character of a metallic wire. In metallic wire, during conductance, we have to follow Ohm's law. And what is that? You know, Ohm's law says the strength of the current in a conductor is directly proportional to potential difference and inversely proportional to its resistance. That is, I is equal to V by R. This is what is the Ohm's law. And in that, from that, you can also apply this law to the electrolytic solution, because all where current is flowing from one point to another point. So then, now I have to talk something about the resistance. What is resistance? The resistance is the opposing force that is present in the conductor or electrolytic solution during the passage of current. That is the resistance. And the resistance of a conductor. So here, resistance, this is called, I is the current strength, V is the potential difference. You know, the current strength I is measured in the unit of ampere, and R is measured in the unit of ohm, and V is the potential difference or the potential, that is in volt. Now let us consider the value R. R is the resisting force that is in the electrolytic solution which resists the flow of current. So here, it is observed that R, the resistance R, is directly proportional to length of the conductor and inversely proportional to cross-sectional area. Let's say this is a conductor or metallic conductor, and here this is the length L and area, the cross-sectional area A. So R can be written as directly proportional to L by A by combining these two. Then here R is equal to rho L by A. These are the some terms to be. Rho here, rho is called specific conductance. Specific conductance. And here R, you know, is called, specific resistance here. R is called resistance. Now, the rho is the specific resistance which can be represented as rho is equal to, if you write rho here, then R into A by L. R into A by L. This is the rho. So rho of the specific resistance can be defined as the resistance of the conductor equal to the resistance of the conductor of 1 unit length conductor having 1 unit cross-sectional area. So then rho is equal to R. When A is equal to 1 cm square, let's say L is equal to 1 cm, then rho is equal to R. Here the term arises from the resistance term we have to define conductance, and from the specific resistance term we have to define specific conductance. Let us define then conductance. Conductance is represented by the term C, that is conductance, and conductance is the reciprocal of resistance, that can be represented as 1 by R. Conductance is the reciprocal of specific, the conductance is the reciprocal of resistance. Here C is equal to 1 by R. So here conductance is the reciprocal of resistance, that means C is equal to 1 by R. So what it means? It means the EG with which current flows to a conductor is called conductance. ଯେତେ ସହଜରେ କରେଣ୍ଟ କଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟର ଭିତରେ ଯାଇପାରୁଛି ତାକୁ ଯୋଉ ତରଫ ଗାଇଡ୍ କରିବା ବା ବୁଝେଇବା ଏଇଟା ହେଉଛି କଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟର. Here C is equal to 1 by R. So as R is the resistance and the unit of resistance is ohm, therefore unit of C is ohm inverse, or it may called mho, MHO, and it is represented ohm symbol. This is called ohm inverse or mho, and it is called mho inverse. This is the unit of conductance. So now, then next term, that is your specific conductance. Specific conductance. Similar to the conductance, the specific conductance is the reciprocal of specific resistance. It is the reciprocal of specific resistance, and it is denoted by the term kappa, or it is written like just like K, which is represented as kappa. K. Specific conductance is kappa, which is the reciprocal of specific resistance rho. So you know rho is equal to, you have already discussed according to the resistance formula, R proportional L, R proportional 1 by A. From that I have already told R proportional L by A, R proportional L by A, and then the proportional rule is there. So rho is equal to R into A by L. So then here, writing the value of rho here, you may write 1 by R into A by L. That is equal to 1 by R into L by A. Here 1 by R is called conductance, you know. 1 by R is conductance. So it is C into L by A. Right? H C into L by A. Here C rho is equal to, or kappa is equal to, so kappa is equal to C into L by A. H, C is called conductance, and L by A can be written as cell constant. In a particular electrolyte cell, length and cross-sectional area always constant, and it is called cell constant. As because the unit of kappa can be written as C has a unit ohm inverse, and here L by A correspond to centimeter inverse, because this is centimeter square. This is centimeter and this centimeter square. Therefore, it is centimeter inverse. So you can write the unit of K is ohm inverse centimeter inverse. This is what is called specific conductance. So we have already discussed here. Conductance is equal to 1 by R. And specific conductance is equal to, specific conductance kappa is equal to 1 by rho is equal to R into L by A. Now, another term, that is your equivalent conductance. What is that? Now, let us discuss what is equivalent conductance. Equivalent conductance. This term, equivalent conductance, is represented by lambda EQ, let's say. This term is very important in electrochemistry because to compare the conductivity character of different electrolytes, this term is always taken. And equivalent conductance is the conducting power of all ions. It is the conductance or conducting power of all ions given by 1 gram equivalent mass of electrolyte at a particular temperature. When 1 gram equivalent mass of an electrolyte is dissolved in water, let's say in aqueous solution, then the conductance, total conductance by dissolving 1 gram mass of equivalent mass of an electrolyte in that solution is called equivalent conductance. The conducting power of all ions given by 1 gram equivalent mass of an electrolyte at a particular temperature is called equivalent conductance. And this equivalent conductance lambda EQ is represented as K into kappa into 1000 by concentration in gram equivalent per liter. This is the specific conductance, and this is the relation between specific conductance and equivalent conductance, where small c represents concentration of solution in normality, because normality term related to equivalent conductance. Normality means concentration in gram equivalent per liter. Normality means gram equivalent per liter. It is the normality, and this is the relation. Then now you can also give another term, that is molar conductance. What is that molar conductance? Molar conductance is also in the same way you can express. It is the conducting power of all ions given by 1 gram mole of an electrolyte at a particular temperature. Therefore, the relation can be represented as kappa into 1000 by C, where this concentration, you can write M here, concentration in molarity, Cm. Here concentration in normality. Here concentration in molarity, lambda m. That means 1 mole electrolyte द्वारा जेतिकी विद्युत परिवहन हुए सेटा को आमे कहूचे मोलार कंडक्टेंस, किंतु इक्विवेलेंट मास द्वारा जेतिक कंडक्टेंस हुए सेटा हला मोलार कंडक्टेंस. You can also relate this one as when sodium sulfate is there. Here the equivalent conductance means its equivalent mass means the 1 mole is 142 gram. So equivalent mass of this one is the molecular mass by 2. Therefore it is 71. So 71 gram when dissolved in water, that solution gives Na plus and SO2 minus ion of 1 mole each, and that is that conductance by 71 gram Na2SO4 or 1 mole sodium ion and 1 mole sulfate ion is known as equivalent conductance of Na2SO4. But in case of molar conductance, we have to dissolve 142 gram of Na2SO4, so that here you get 2 moles of Na plus ion and 1 mole of sulfate ion, which gives the molar conductance. But in case of equivalent conductance, what I have told? 1 mole of sodium ion and half mole of sulfate ion. Sorry, half mole of sulfate ion. 1 mole of sodium ion and half mole of sulfate ion can give 71 gram, and that gives the conductance called equivalent conductance. When 142 gram is taken, that is called equivalent conductance. Now let us give the relation between the conductance, specific conductance and equivalent conductance. For that, I can relate these two by this relation, how this relation is derived. So derive the relationship between conductance, specific conductance and equivalent conductance, or equivalent conductance and specific conductance. Here, let us a relation between kappa and lambda, equivalent conductance and specific conductance. Let us now consider, here is 1 cubic centimeter vessel, that here length, breadth 1 cm each. Let us consider, let us imagine a cubic vessel of 1 centimeter length, breadth, height, or that is called unit cube. When this unit cube we have to keep 1 gram equivalent mass of an electrolyte. आमे यूनिट क्यूब भितर 1 ग्राम इक्विवेलेंट मास इलेक्ट्रोलाइट नबा, यार कंडक्टेंस मेजरमेंट करवा. तो कंडक्टेंस और हियर स्पेसिफिक कंडक्टेंस इज के C into L by A. So here, because length, breadth, height are 1 centimeter each, therefore specific conductance is equal to conductance. The conductance is equal to specific conductance here, because L is equal to 1, A is equal to 1 each. And if 1 gram equivalent electrolyte is there, then what happens here? K is equal to lambda is equal to K into lambda is equal to C here. Lambda is, according to definition, you know, the conductance of 1 gram equivalent electrolyte is called equivalent conductance. So as because 1 gram equivalent electrolyte is there, the conductance is equal to equivalent conductance. This is the relation 2. Comparing these two, you can write easily lambda is equal to kappa, or lambda is equal to specific conductance here. When this is unit cube, if this unit cube increase by v times, length, breadth, height increase by v times, then here is volume v. Let's say in the v, it is 1 cm cube centimeter volume. If the volume of the vessel is v cm cube, then what happens? The equivalent conductance again remains same, where specific conductance is equal to K into V. K into V. This is the relation. If the volume is increased by V times, then lambda again becomes K into V. Now, the V is the volume of the electrolyte containing 1 gram equivalent electrolyte. What is? Now, V is equal to volume of electrolyte solution, electrolytic solution containing 1 gram EQ electrolyte. Let us consider a solution is there of concentration C normal. C normal. Let's say concentration of the solution is C normal. Then what happens? When C normal solution is there, I can say the C normal means C gram equivalent per liter. That means C gram equivalent is present in 1 liter solution. Then I can write here C gram equivalent electrolyte present in 1 liter over 1000 ml solution. Then 1 gram equivalent electrolyte present in 1000 by C ml solution. Now V is the volume containing 1 gram equivalent electrolyte. Here 1 gram equivalent electrolyte having the volume 1000 by C. So V is equal to 1000 by C. Here replacing the term V by 1000 by C, you can easily get the relation lambda is equal to kappa into 1000 by C. This is the relation, and because it is equivalent conductance, see here the concentration will be in normality, C normality. This is the relation how equivalent conductance and specific conductance are related. With that, I can explain the conducting nature of electrolyte in next class. And with regard to this, there are a number of problems, easy problems are there in your book examples. You please go through that, and if you have any doubt, we will discuss in that stage. Thank you.